All right, we're talking with Brian in Birmingham. His wife is a banker. He owes $20,000 on a $15,000 car, $8,000 on credit cards. And they make about $90,000 a year, and that's about how far we got in the discussion. Is that a fair summary of what you told me so far, sir?
I believe so. It sounds good to me.
Good.
That's right.
How can I help today, then?
All right. Well, it's the main problem is I've introduced the idea of selling the car here recently, and I guess due to circumstance of me switching vehicles, as you can tell, twice in the past couple of years, it seems to be that if I want to keep my relationship with my wife on good standing and all that good stuff, she doesn't want to sell the car. She doesn't really want to see that as an option and get something cheaper. Mm-hmm. So I'm really trying to find another avenue where I can really bite some of this debt down, whether it's the equity in the car or the credit cards, just any other option besides bugging her with an idea that she's not going to be kosher with. So,
I don't think this is going to work, because you two are not on the same page with your financial goals.
Correct.
And it's not about the goal of selling the car. It's she doesn't care whether she's out of debt or not, and you're fired up about getting out of debt. So you're always going to run into financial disagreements in this marriage. She's a banker. She loans money for a living. And so you're going to struggle with that. As long as she thinks keeping a $20,000 car debt around is okay, then you all are going to struggle. If you don't think it's okay. Because if it's not this, it's going to be something else later. If she wants to go on vacation, she wants to buy something else you all can't afford, she wants to do something, the problem is not the car, the disagreement of the car. The disagreement of the car is a symptom of the fact that you all aren't on the same page about money. And so I would back up and spend a lot of time on that and then decide what to do with the car as a separate issue. But I think the two of you need to talk about where you want to be financially in 10 years and what the best route to get there is. If she thinks borrowing your way into wealth is going to get her there, all the data points say she's wrong. All the millionaires that we've studied for the last 20 years, and in this last study we've just completed a huge study of millionaires, we find that they stay out of car debt and out of credit card debt. And it's the shortest path to being a millionaire, regardless of if someone says that at the bank or not.
Right.
And so you guys have got to decide if you agree about that kind of thing. Then you say, okay, as a part of us getting out of debt in order to build wealth, is selling the car the best route? Now, I think you could probably keep the car, actually, with your income. The guidelines that we use is, can you be debt-free in 2 years, not counting your house, and keep the car? The answer to that is yes. If the two of you were on the same page, making what you make, you could pay off $14,000 a year in 2 years. Easy. Easy.
That gives me some hope here.
Okay. The second thing is, is the car, or is the total of all your cars worth more than half your annual income? And the answer there is no, because I'm guessing she's not driving a $35,000 or $40,000 car that's paid for, right?
Negative. Right. You're exactly right.
Okay. And what's her car worth?
Her car is worth, she drives a 2009 Ford Explorer, and, it's not the cheapest model.
So what's it worth?
She's probably, that's a good question. I think, I haven't looked at the Kelley Blue Book value
just
on
guess.
that, so I'm going to go ahead and say I don't know.
Okay, but I mean, 10 grand?
Let's say it's worth at least 10 grand.
So you got $25,000 worth of cars and you make 90. That's reasonable.
Okay.
But if they were both paid for, and if you can pay for this one in 2 years and your credit cards, that'd be fine. But, dude, that involves the two of you sacrificing, getting on a budget together, and agreeing that this subject overall of handling money towards debt-free is the shortest path to wealth and to live your dreams. You're not in agreement about that now. That is a big issue at your house. This car is a small issue. And so you can't say, oh, I'm not going to sell the car just to make her happy, because it's not the car that's making her upset. It's the fact you all aren't on the same page. And that's what you've got to get to agreement on. For the sake of your marriage, you need to.